Hi everyone, welcome to the Big Lady of the Small House channel, and in today's video I'm gonna show you the rescue of these hippeastrums that I couldn't pass by and I bought yesterday, 5 pieces. Phenotypically they look like the autumn valley, but they're small, probably just the something that looks similar, or just the faulty ones. And they come with this wax stuff with a huge nail at the bottom, at the basal plate, and I've already cleaned 2 that at the moment look like this. They're actually drying with a fungicide. I covered it with the fungicide, so it will kill all the infection inside, and then it can be potted in the perlite. So to treat them, I need the single-use gloves, very sharp knife. I've just treated it with earbuds, Maxim. This is the fungicide that I use. You can use any other fungicide available in your country. Alcohol, 99% medical. Well, we don't have any problems with that at all these days. Couple of liters in every house. It's not funny, but still the fact that we live in this situation now, that apart from having water, we have spiritus. And I have the separate bag for each bulb. So if I clean the bulb, I'll put the waste into each separate. So even though they are both at the same place, they were placed into this plastic grave at the same place, but probably by the same worker. I don't want to risk it, because some might have already been infected with the virus, and I want to keep them apart. So first of all, it doesn't remove straight, you just have to twist and turn it. So as I said, I've already treated 2, and I know what it looks inside. So I'm not going to clean the basal plate, I'll just split it, cut it in half. So, spiritus. Sorry, I have an allergy already to that stuff. And as you can see, there's a mold inside, and the basal plate is damaged, and the bulb itself is in very poor condition. So if you buy this bulb, make sure you have to prepare for the big struggle. And of course, I cut the stem so the plant can live in the vase, in the flower pot, flower jar, whatever you call it in different languages. And I clean until I get the first solid scale, because sometimes you will see there might be the rotten flower bud that hadn't started, as it does, even though the bulb, the bud itself starts every 4th leaf. It doesn't really have to bloom. Sometimes it just dies off by itself. And what I have to do now is I have to make sure I clean everything, because even a single bit of this dry stuff left on the bulb can lead to a rot, especially after we do all the treatments. Now the hole, let me get it closer. The hole happens here, so I have to make the cut just right between the flower stem and the rest of the bulb. Don't worry, I will show you why. This is why. As you can see, there's a staganospora deep inside, so even if I trimmed it here, the rest of the rotten part will remain inside the bulb. So I remove everything and I clean it to the last bit. Just a slight trim of the basal plate. I'll try to keep it low because that's the root, that's the baby root, and I have to clean this one because it already shows the sign of Staganospora. And so this half is ready, and I'll do the rest. You see, I'm trying not to touch the center, the sprout center, but it seems like I have to trim all the rest, all the outer shells just to get to this part. That's the bulb trying to survive and giving new leaves, but since it was in this rubber condom, still probably shows some Staganospora inside. No, that's healthy. Anyway, so that's the center. The blooming part, the new leaves will appear from here. I'll keep it this stem for a while, just to make sure. I'll probably cut it off in a couple of days and see how the bulb is doing. Have to cut everything clean. Just make sure that there's no rotten parts inside. Now, spiritus to clean the knife. The knife has been sharpened just about 20 minutes ago. And I wash my hands. Now the part with the treatment itself, as I said, I use fungicide from Syngenta Maxim. You can try any available in your country. This one is used undiluted, and what I do, just a couple of drops. I usually buy, in my country they sell it in smaller portions with a droplet. It's easy to apply, but this is the original Syngenta, not diluted by, but not distributed by other producers. So they usually do, they buy the 20-liter bottle, and then they use something like these little jars with a droplet inside. So it's easier to use this one, but sometimes you can get the fake one. That one actually is a real one, but the other one I had the other day was a fake, because definitely you can tell it by the smell. It has a very unpleasant smell, and this kind of, I don't know if you can see, but it's a golden shine, golden sheer on the bulb when you apply Maxim. So the bulb is covered. I keep the stem just so that it's easy to operate with it. And the second one, a couple of drops on each side. And obviously you have to replace the earbuds, ear sticks, every time you change the bulb, because you never know what happened to the bulb after it left the breeder, the greenhouse, and some of them could acquire viruses or other infections that are not really good for the bulb. And I don't want them to be distributed, because between all these little 5 kamikazes, as my husband says, you always try bringing home something that needs help. Cats, dogs, and now flowers. And now he's really worried because of my online friend got a goat. He's really worried that I'm gonna bring the goat inside, especially it's spring now. So there are lots of baby goats around. So this is the plastic jar, and I fill it with perlite like this. And once the bulb dries, it will be about from half an hour to about 2 hours, depends on how fast the bulb will take the medication. As you can see, it's still wet. I don't know if you can see this golden shear. That's the original one. So I'll keep it on the perlite like this, and once it dries out, I'll place it like this. Just get it into the camera. I'll place it like this, maybe with some support, or maybe each one will have different glass. I'm not really sure yet. And I'll place it in a, and I also add the fungicide inside, just a couple of drops, and then add some water, and that would prevent the roots from infection. So hopefully in a month's time there will be progress with roots and maybe bulblets. So stay tuned for more videos. Bye.